So I think the experience test is really more, in longevity. It's in, you know, the activity level. It's embedded within there. But you asked me a good question. Should we have something specifically called the academic test? First, I'll say, it's very hard for a 23-year-old right out of college or university to suddenly say, I'm a thought leader, right? Because they don't have the experience, they don't have the experiences to actually do it. I think that the academic test is really one where we say, and most people who are in the expert sort of range, usually they do have some degree of academics behind them. I think that that's good potential. It's a good potential. Okay, ground for growing expertise and everything. Like, take, for example, an accountant or a lawyer or a consultant or a whole bunch of, even a doctor for that matter. Um, they go and they get some education, a fair amount of it. Then they take some, further training, and then they're quote qualified to actually do that work. And the regulators in a lot of these organizations say you have to actually do continuing professional development every single year because we want to make sure that you're up to date. I mean, we offer that at the Braintrust, fine. Okay, but to be able to say that you have got no degrees, no professional certifications, no designations, nothing, and then that's the path to becoming a thought leader just because you've got the experience. There's no doubt that we could find an edge case of some people who've gone through that particular path. The crazy entrepreneur that sort of quits high school and makes millions of dollars and becomes an expert in the very narrow area. Yes, it is possible. I'm sure we could find them, right? But for most people who are listening to this, the question of gee, do you have some of the raw materials that you actually need to sort of move beyond just expert to thought leader, beyond just expertise to expert? Usually you're looking for, once again, on one hand, the knowledge, but also the third party endorsement. So behind me, for example, there's a whole bunch of those little things, right? There's a whole bunch of them. And what I would say is that, yeah, I learned something when I did every single one of those. But more importantly, now that I've got them, they're indicators to prospective clients that perhaps I've reached a certain level in a particular area of knowledge. And I think that that's got a separate kind of dimension than purely experiential. I think if you don't have the experience, you can't amplify your academics. But I think that it's important to recognize that for the majority, vast majority of people who are seeking the benefits of being a thought leader, it's something, it's like almost table stakes.